Hi, I'm Sam Glover, and I think it ought to be unethical not to encrypt your client files. It's not, by the way, so if all you're interested in doing is the least that is required of you by the rules of professional responsibility, then by all means stop watching this video and go about your business. But if you do want to safeguard your client files, then you must encrypt them. There are two important reasons why. First, because it's so easy to encrypt them. Second, because it's so easy for somebody to take the files off of your computer and look at them. And I'm not talking about hackers. I'm talking about literally unplugging your drive as if it were a flash drive or a USB drive, plugging it into a different computer, and reading what is on it. So here's how that works. Okay, this is my wife's ThinkPad. Let's say I was interested in finding out what was on my wife's computer, but I don't have the password to log on to her operating system. Well, no problem. What I'm going to do is flip it over, and this is how I take out her hard drive. And there you go. There's my wife's hard drive. Now this right here doesn't look much like the USB drive cables that you're used to seeing, but you can very cheaply get an adapter that will plug into there and actually plug into a USB port on the other end, which turns this into a big unwieldy version of this. You can do the same with a desktop computer. Here's a hard drive that I've pulled out of one of my desktop computers. And once you plug it in, just like you can read off of a regular USB drive, you can read it off of that hard drive. Now, once I've got that hard drive out and I've got a cable that connects the hard drive to a USB port, I don't need to be able to boot up the operating system. Just like you can read the files off of that USB drive, you can read the files off of that hard drive. But if that data were encrypted, then it would be only readable if you were logged into the operating system that it started with. Can it be hacked? Well, nothing is perfect, but encryption is highly effective. One of the main concerns I hear from people when I talk about encryption is, how will I use my data? Well, the data is only encrypted on the hard drive when you are logged out of your account. So when you log into your account, it decrypts it on the fly as you use your computer. You can send email attachments to people. You can send things to your Dropbox or your Box account. You can use the internet just fine. Anything you do with it, it will be sent or shared or whatever in a decrypted state. When you log back out of your computer or shut it down, the data is stored encrypted again. The bottom line is, once you have encrypted your hard drive, you can use your computer as normal and you'll never have to think about it again. The only thing to remember is to set your computer so that when it goes to sleep and then wakes up, it asks you for a password. And make sure the password you use to log on to your computer is good and strong. Once you've done that, you can rest easy knowing that if something were to happen to that computer, the data on it would be as safe as you can make it.